It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Lions coming up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Looking to throw, Wilkins. James has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38, Wilkins swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This is the tight end Fant, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Running on first down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slant to Adams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 7. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first and 10, it's Wilkins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Wilkins looking to throw on third. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashad Weaver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered.
Do you remember the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs work?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a toss running left, Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Buchanan. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
When we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
It's taken to the 26. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And complete to Zach Ertz. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Wilkins on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's James. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilkins. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. 37. Take it. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Eckler again to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We already talked about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Sliding out of the pocket. He hits Adams complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Ready?
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, it's Wilkins. He's got his tight end fan. And they work this out past the 25. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Hunt will try going up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 to 44. Final minute now in the third quarter. From the 44, Wilkins to the sideline. And wow, what a catch. Does it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
The challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Looking to throw, Wilkins. And he's got his man, Mark. And he coughed it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure. And now before the ball changes hands, I'm going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear position.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
That challenge is successful. On the counter, Hunt. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilkins. He's going deep for Brown. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got a problem.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Davante Adams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilkins. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Wilkins. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again with Hunt to the 27-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 75 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. no run back here for Jones. A touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on fourth down, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Wilkins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. So now the Lions down by 11. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Connecting with Renfro. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and what a